had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere.
Hi guys, welcome back to a studio vlog. It's been a while. I have been resetting over here because it's been a manic few weeks, and I was hoping to do a lot more filming over Christmas time and all of the markets that I did and all of the different adventures of Christmas, but nothing went to plan. So December as a whole was, in terms of like the business, it was so-so. So this year I took on markets and things like that, which I hadn't done before for Christmas time. I just downed a load of water and I'm instantly regretting my life choices for doing that before speaking to you. I took on some Christmas markets. I actually took on quite a few. Let me just grab my planner. I had, because I don't know when the last vlog I did, but I did some markets over the summer and autumn time, and I had some really great ones over November and December. So I did the Truro Shop Small event in October, which for me it was a really great event, really busy, but for me I didn't sell that much. Into November I had the big festive market in Truro, so same location, really successful. It was the light switch on, really busy, really vibrant, very tiring, but great. Then I had the Cornwall Christmas Fair Eden project, which was really busy, really vibrant event, lovely location, obviously really not great in terms of like what I took at that event. So I'm just being completely transparent because it's interesting, isn't it, to see how it goes really. And then I had one at a place in St Ives which went so-so. It was only a 4 till 8 event and it was at a spa, quite quiet, but I took an okay amount of money for the time and it was just really nice. I caught up with a few friends I'd met, so it was really nice to see those guys and have a little giggle, have a glass of mulled wine, have a mince pie and a freshly cooked pizza from a very nice spa restaurant. And then on the Saturday after that, on the 3rd of December, I went to the North Devon Christmas Market, which was a big deal for me because I had to have a gazebo, I had to leave really early, it was quite the distance, but it was really well worth it in terms of takings. So a really good sort of list of events in December. They went really well, mostly, and what, you know, it's not always about what money you make at these events, is it? Sometimes it's about the connections you make, the people that you meet, and I definitely have seen some customers from events come up on my shop, which is great. And then I decided to shut my shop on Monday the 12th of December. So I took my last orders on Monday the 12th and then I reopened on Monday the 16th of January. So I gave myself just over a month off. That's where it all started to go rather wrong. Just another note as well, if you're a business owner, let me know how you did in December for orders from Etsy if you're on it, or your website. I had 8 orders in December on my website. I've decided, by the way, that these vlogs are going to be a lot more transparent. I've said this a million times before, but I've got a whole kind of action plan that I want to put into place now with how I kind of do this, because I have people on here that watch me because they're business owners and maybe are looking for a bit of just like support, or to feel like they're not on their own. If that's you, let me know in the comments. And I also have customers that watch this vlog, but I think it's really important to be transparent because we're all guilty of putting our best lives out there, but actually sometimes behind the scenes other things are happening. So yeah, in December I had 8 orders on my website. It was, November was different. In November I had like my highest ever amount of orders. It was something like 68 or 70 orders, which is the most I've ever had personally. Thank God I did some markets in December, because the reason people weren't ordering, because I did ask people, was because of the Royal Mail strikes. And honestly I don't blame them, because I sent somebody something on the 11th of December and it didn't get there till January, and it was first class parcel. So I don't blame them, honestly. Some stuff went missing. I had a lot of stuff go missing. I had a few bits and bobs returned to me as well from just the Royal Mail saying that they couldn't deliver it. So that's a sum up of business side of December. And then the personal side of December, we were meant to be we went to my mum and dad's on Christmas Eve. Having just picked up a new car a few days earlier, the car broke down, and all hell broke loose. I had all this anxiety that I haven't really had in my life for years. I get occasional anxiety, but I hadn't had the level of anxiety over Christmas time and January. Was insane. And then just worrying about money and worrying about the fact that I hadn't had the most successful December, and it was really hard. So I didn't open my shop again until the 16th, and I felt really lost throughout the whole of my time off, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to organise myself. So this first vlog back is going to be me basically talking you through how I'm still trying to reset myself, and just talking to you about a few new different ideas and bits and pieces and what's going on. And then the next vlog will hopefully be me more kind of like in action, doing things, trying to work things out. I want to show you a lot more stuff. Like the thing is like I watch vloggers like Catherine from Catnip, who I adore. I think she's just like the brightest star, the brightest light ever. And because she's obviously a lot busier than me and she's got a team, there's a lot more going on. But I kind of want to try and get better at just vlogging other things that are going on. But please do let me know in the comments what you would like to see, because we're finally over 700 subscribers on this channel and I'd love to get over 1,000 this year. I said that last year, but I didn't put enough effort in, and this year I want to make this vlog weekly. Please, vlogging gods, make this possible. I am the only person stopping that from happening, but I think sometimes I genuinely think it's too boring for you to want to see it. But I don't know, maybe it isn't, I have no idea. Okay, let's talk about what's going on in life now. Current state of office is somewhere between messy and tidy. Since I last vlogged, I have got a new printer. Here she is. That's not my new printer, this one. This is an Epson ET8550 Eco Tank. It's covered in paperwork because I'm still organising it, but this can print up to A3, and I have plans for this printer, big plans. And also, since I last saw you, Gizmo's got a new blanket. She has one on the bed in the bedroom and this one, and she loves it. This is from B&M and it was £8, and she is the happiest little bean on this. I've also rearranged my shelf up here. So I bought myself this print from Lucy Tiffany. I will link it below. I bloody love this print. It's just so happy and lovely. Then this one's from Hand and Palm. This is a greetings card that is from somewhere in Cornwall that I can't remember because it's really old. And then this, can't remember where I got this print from either. I will try and remember and link it below. But yeah, I love basically fuck's sake, fuck it, and then two pretty ones. So talk about contrast. As you may know if you've been following me for a while, I am really into my planning and getting really organised for things, and so far in the last few months, because I've been so busy, I haven't really planned. So I've been trying to get ahead of that, and I'm going to show you what I did on, what day was it? Potentially Wednesday. I went to a coffee shop, took my laptop, sat down, put a really basic spreadsheet together of things that I want to do. So I'll show you that now, and then I'll talk you through what the plan is for this week, because this week isn't going to be that interesting creatively because, well, you'll see. One sec. Okay, so here is the spreadsheet that I put together. It's not very technical, but it's literally just it was a mind dump completely. So I wanted to think about, let me see if I can hold this still. I wanted to think about this, again, this is an insight into my mind. So you know, each to their own. Okay, so I wanted to think about everything I need to do weekly, everything I need to do monthly. And then, so my weekly, I might be missing something off here, but my weekly tasks I see is my email list, nurturing my email list, my Instagram, my Pinterest. There's also my Facebook page in there as well, but it kind of links to my Instagram. But I definitely need to see that as an outside, like a separate thing as well. And then weekly tasks are like contacting influencers, or just like engaging with influencers and journalists via Twitter. So like hashtag journal request stuff. And then any orders that I get, business memberships that I'm in, education as well. There's some stuff that I really want to learn, and I want to set some time aside per week, even if it's only 1 hour, in order to do that. Design, just general scribbles, which I can do on an evening, you know, on the iPad. And then commissions. Fiverr Friday is a separate thing. Not really sure about that yet, so I won't talk about that yet. Vlogging, here we are, hello. And then delegating tasks to the week ahead on Sunday, so just like organising everything over the week on Sunday, ready for the week ahead, not going into the week completely blind. And then monthly tasks, blog post, finances, which I do via the membership group that I'm in, and just getting better at that. I'll talk to you a bit more about that in a minute. Updating SEO, so really I've got a lot better. Well, I'm not perfect at it by a long way, but I've got better at writing product descriptions, and I've noticed as I've been going through doing some sales stuff, I've noticed that my SEO and product descriptions needs updating, so I need to go and do that. And just keeping an eye on what's working in socials, my best-selling products. That all comes under this finances one, because with my membership that I'm in, we go over all of this once a month anyway. And then researching and booking any markets that might be relevant. And then we have the customer interaction, social media. So just ways of like upping my game really. So guests on podcasts. I am going to be recording a podcast with somebody soon. And then giveaways, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, just general interaction and being present on there. I am very present on Instagram, but I need to get better at Pinterest by a long way. Business growth, this is just ideas for growing the business. So interacting with hashtag journal request contacts, sending gift boxes to some media contacts, researching influencers that I could actually partner up with, wholesale contacts, and then this is for down the road somewhere, like a virtual assistant for Pinterest and media kind of bits and bobs. And then products, like a list of things I want to sort of do. And including things on here, I've got lots of ideas, and I'm going to wait to talk to you about these because some of them it would be great to have your feedback on. And then this here is like my closing loops tabs. I've got things that I've started but not finished, and things that I feel really iffy about doing, so that I never finish them because I feel like that. So opening a business savings account, really easy to do, haven't done it yet. I've got to contact the Eden Project because my supplier costs have gone up quite a lot, so that when they come to reordering, their prices will have to go up and they may not want to continue with certain products. So I need to talk to them about that. Finishing Jenny Pace's, the membership club I'm part of, pricing for profit course, which is where you use her spreadsheet to work out everything that every product costs you, just so that you know, and then that will in turn allow me to update my wholesale catalogue, which would be great. Gizmo's watching every move I'm doing with this pen here. As you can see, this is all about finances, a very big weak spot for me. Things I'd like to get better at: tracking finances, number one, and then Pinterest. There are other things, but that's it for now. Bigger business goals. I want to do trade shows, basically. It's a massive goal for me, and I think that by 2024 I want to have booked in on those, but I've got to do a lot of research around that and then financially be able to actually front up the costs to do those things. And then the other boxes, I've got look into local networking events, because I believe that being Peter from Nourishing Soulfully has been doing some local networking events and finding them really great for her, so I'm going to look into that. Switching onto Shopify is a huge project for me, and I want to definitely do that this year, because I love Squarespace. Currently, let me show you, I really love how my website is looking. I just think it looks so spring-like, but there are some areas of Squarespace that don't work for me in terms of things that I try to do, and then I'm like, oh no, I can't do that because it doesn't have the capacity. It's growing and it's getting better, but I'm sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place with it, because I feel like as I make the transfer over to Shopify, will Squarespace up their game? I don't know. Anyway, and decorating my workspace are not a priority at the moment. it's just cream walls in here and I'd like to decorate it. Blog post ideas, this is where I'm going to put all of those things. So that's where I'm at with that. I feel like this video is a real proper catch-up video. The other thing I'm in the middle of doing, and I will take you through it, is I'm printing out some things for my this year's manifestation board. One second, I'll just run up the stairs from answering the door. Something that I've been doing over the last couple of days is finding things that inspire me for the business. So like other artists, other designs, and that isn't to copy other people, but it's to see a reoccurring theme. Hi Gizmo. And the board behind me I've made of all of the artwork or artists that inspire me the most. And what I've noticed is a reoccurring theme of colour patterns, colour palettes, and just the fact that one of the big things that I showed you on that spreadsheet was that I want to make more patterns. I'll talk to you about that another day. So identifying what are the main points of focus for me has been a massive step. That crunching is Gizmo, by the way. So looking at this board has allowed me to see, this is the only way that I can do it, is to see reoccurring themes, and that confirms to me that the things that I'm thinking about wanting to do are the right steps for me. So that's been really useful. So today I'm going to finish the board that I'm going to put up here, which is the space above my monitor. That's going to be this year's manifestation / mood board for me personally. There will be a couple of business things on there because it's like my whole life, so it'll have aspects of style, hair, beauty, fitness, business, like a whole load of things, whereas this is more like a fact finding mission for me. So we're going to be doing that together in this video. I am yet to plan for the month, the quarter ahead, but I think what I need to do is to get ahead of those loops that I want to close. So what I've done for this week is I've written myself down a list in my planner. At the moment I use a mixture of my own tear off planner pads, but I use this diary because I like to have a paper diary, and it's got a diary down one side and notes on the other side. This is the moleskin one. Do you want to go out there? You have to wait. So for this week's top tasks, I've got 1, open my business savings account. 2, finish uploading onto Ansoda Shop. I've been on Ansoda Shop for a couple of years. Didn't do very well on the first year, only sold 1 sticker. Took everything off because I basically, to be completely honest, got the arse with it. No reflection on them, they're great. It was just me, and I feel like they've grown as a platform now and I really like everything about them. So I'm re-uploading everything on there. Then update my CV because I want to find a part-time job. And I think I've seen one that I'm interested in applying for, so I need to update that. I need to get that done today or tomorrow. Finish Jenny's Profit for Pricing course, Pricing for Profit course that I spoke about earlier. I've got a commission I need to pay and I need to answer a message on WhatsApp. But basically those few things there are closing some loops on some financial bits and bobs. That's the plan for this week. So right now I am updating Ansoda Shop because that's a quick tick for me. I can do that one really easy. And then I'm going to open my business savings account. Those 2 things I'm going to try and do today. But yeah, they're the things I want to get done today. In terms of future projects, I am going to basically get this week out the way and I'm going to plan forward for February and March. And the projects I'm going to work on are some pattern projects which could lead to me putting them on somewhere like Spoonflower, which is like a place where people go to choose a pattern that they can put on wallpaper or fabrics and stuff like that. I need to learn a lot more about that, but I've got a Skillshare 1-month trial that I want to use because I want to learn a lot more about surface pattern design. That's one of my big want to learns this year. And on top of that, I've got some personal goals in terms of fitness as well. I've started a challenge with an app that I use, so I'm doing that 25 days a week. I want to get back into my routines of getting up early at like 7 AM latest, getting up, having a warm drink, doing like an hour of work and then going out for a walk. I managed that this morning, which is a miracle. With all of the stress of December and all of the stress of early January, I fell into this habit of not sleeping very well, like sleeping really badly because of anxiety, not waking up, having really bad nights, and then not feeling myself at all and like staying in bed and trying to get back to sleep and then waking up being groggy. And despite how tired I feel at the moment, I really just want to make sure that I'm getting out of bed and getting on with my day and trying to get into bed earlier, read some stuff and go to sleep. I'm out of a routine. Consider yourself fully caught up. Let's carry on with the day. I am going to now carry on uploading onto Anso to Shop, and I will catch you up with some bits along the way. Good morning, it's Tuesday today. I had just got back from Costa. I meant to take you with me, but I forgot you, sorry. It was -5 here, so my brain was on defrosting the car. I am just about to put this on whilst I talk to you. Keep it clean, people. This is a hot water bottle. If anyone's seen the film Tremors, then you're almost as old as me. But I need to book in for a sports massage. I have like a lot of neck issues going on. But this was bought for me last birthday by one of my best friends, and it is honestly a lifesaver for many reasons. One of them being my neck issues, my back problems, period pains, you name it. If I want to look like I'm trying to be in Baywatch, or that's never going to work, is it? I'm never going to look like I'm in Baywatch. Anyway, so yeah, touched on the back. Do you like it? So yeah, so I got up this morning and I went to Costa, did an hour, 15 minutes-ish of work, had a massive coffee and some porridge with some brown sugar on. It was very delicious. But today's plan is to finish some of the stuff I told you about yesterday. So remember, this week isn't going to be the most exciting week to watch, it's just me catching up with myself. But today I want to finish my CV and have a little look to see if I can see any part-time jobs. I have one that I have in mind that I want to send my CV off to. I'm really just sort of looking for like maybe 10 hours a week or something like that. What's going on with my hair? Something along those lines. And I want to get a walk in today and some training in today. Maybe I'll walk to training. What is going on with this? I can just see like a lump or something going on here. So that's the plan today. I'm about to run out of battery, me and the camera. So I'm going to crack on with my CV. I'll come back to you when I've charged you up. Good morning, it is Monday today and I am aiming to put up studio vlogs on Tuesdays. So it's our last day of vlogging together until I pick up the camera and start a new one tomorrow. I have just brought my breakfast up to my office. It is this very not focused bowl of powder and yoghurt. I have some Greek yoghurt, some honey and some protein powder that I still need to mix in, and that'll turn it pink, which is beautiful. I also have a nice cup of tea in my favourite mug. Does everyone have a favourite mug? I have a favourite mug, and it is, at the moment, for mornings, I try not to spill, it's this L one, which I've had for a long time. It's from M&S. I love it. It's my favourite mug. Tea just tastes better in it. Do you know what I mean? Today I am taking it a little bit easy because I've had this neck issue for a long time. I spend a lot of time looking down at the iPad, down at the painting, and I've developed what I perceive to be called a tech neck. But yeah, yesterday, I think last summer, I slipped a disc in my neck anyway. I suddenly felt all this agony, and I slipped discs in my lower back before, like prolapse discs, so I know exactly the feeling. And I think last summer I did that when I was working on a commission piece on the iPad. I think that I spent like a week looking down consistently, and I think that's when that happened. Literally just happened when I was working, and I couldn't move my head at all for days, and it was so painful. So now I think I just developed like a weakness there, and the short story is I can't do any artwork today. I can't do any looking down for long periods of time today, so I'm working on my computer for a bit. I've got a list of things I need to get done, and I need to get that finished. I was hoping to finish this stuff at the weekend, but I was in so much pain that I couldn't even focus. Yesterday, if you saw my Instagram, for Sunday, you would have seen me wandering around with my water bowl wrapped around me, which was a lifesaver, but also I'm mindful of the fact that you don't always want to heat up slip discs either, but the muscles had all spasmed up, so oh god, it was a nightmare. Anyway, waiting to hear back from my chiropractor, we'll see what happens. On today's agenda, I have to finish, last week Jenny Pace was doing her 5-day challenge and I was hoping to finish that by the weekend. I've got day 4 and 5 to go. If I know Jenny very well, one of those days will be a long visualisation, which will mean that we'll be kind of like planning business stuff through what we feel through a visualization, and I do a mood board at the end of that. I've already started mine. I have a few other things that I want to cut up to put on mine. So if you remember earlier on in the vlog, I mentioned that this one is like a business one. This is like artists I admire, colour palettes I admire, pieces of work I admire, to see the themes that I feel like I want to work on. So for my own one, it consists of like hairstyles I like, places I'd like to visit, room styles that I like, because this house would be good if it was decorated. It's a blank canvas at the moment, and just like manifestation bits and pieces, colours, all sorts of things. I will probably talk you through that maybe at the start of the next vlog, because I think it will take too long and this one's probably already been long enough. So right now I'm going to eat my breakfast and I am going to just see if there's any more images that I might want to put on there. Although that said, I should probably do the visualization first because I might come up with some other ideas. I've got a few things around that today that I was hoping I was going to finish last week, but because of the pain it's just not happened. So yeah, a few odds and ends to work on. Let's get started. I've just had lunch, so now I've done another day of Jenny's 5-day challenge. I thought I had done 3 days. I'd only done 2. I don't know where I thought I'd done 3. But day 3 is always so good because I did the 5-day challenge last year. And day 3 she does this amazing long visualization where you plan your ideal day, or like you visualize your ideal day. I can't speak. And so I did that and I'm really vibe the whole thing. I get really excited about that sort of stuff because I feel like it's possible. My ideal day is always standard, sort of the same stuff, but as I grow and get older, some things slightly adjust. But my ideal day used to be living in Cornwall and having my business, and now I do that. I'm a big believer in the whole ideal day visualization. So I have now finished gathering my images. I think there's a few things I'm going to write and draw on my plan. But before I close down this vlog, oh god, seriously, 40-year-old brain cells are not working for me today. Before I shut down this vlog, I want to talk you through my manifestation board images, and then I'm going to quickly stick it all down. I don't know whether to show it to you at the end of this vlog or talk you through it at the beginning of the next one. I might talk you through it at the beginning of the next one. Let me show you what some of the things are that I've printed off. I think it's important to know that any images that feature other people are not because I want to look like those other people, it's because it either triggers a memory or it's something more specific than that. So I'm going to kind of just like, as I sort through these, I'm going to kind of plan it out a bit like this one. So this is all like inspirational artists that I really like, or artwork that I really find interesting, or colour themes that I find interesting. Again, none of this is because I want to copy what someone else has done. In fact, some of this is quite similar to stuff I've previously done, but that I'm still interested in. So I can find themes around things that I gather, and this is just to remind me to stick to a plan. So for example, like I really love the pink and red combination. It comes up everywhere, and so basically I allow myself the freedom to choose loads of images that I really like, and then as I start to stick them down, I notice themes. So I notice that I really seem to like pink and red together. I really like these busier patterns. This is Lucy Tiffany, which I also have a piece of her work up here. And actually, when I looked back, where's my sketchbook? Where's my sketchbook? Here. Lucy Tiffany I only discovered fairly recently, But when I look back on my sketchbook, you would have seen a sketchbook before because I've definitely shown it before Christmas time. Some of my patterns are actually kind of moving towards like this more kind of like overlaid style, which you'll see comes up in some of these patterns here. So it just allows me to kind of confirm what I'm interested in. A lot of this is Christmas. This is when I was painting baubles, I was testing my colours. So yeah, and also I want to go into a little bit more children's print and children's art as well. So I was just looking at styles that I like, and I kind of really like the more kind of simplistic looking drawings of shapes of like cats and plants and things, and just some of the things I already draw, just like adding a little face onto them to make them kind of more of a child theme, you know. And then colour palettes that I really like. So I'm really into this sky blue at the moment, and this keeps coming up for me on a lot of images that I'm picking. I really like the sky blue colour palette and the yellow. I'm still really into the yellow colour palette that I used for my pattern here. So that's what that board is about. That is more like an inspiration, kind of allowing me to see what my heart is pulling towards, and this is more personal. So this is about the business, it's about me personally, it's about style, it's about dreaming, it's about all of these things. So I'm kind of grouping things together. So like I have some of these bits, I'm going to talk you through this when it's finished in the next vlog. So I'm not going to tell you why I've picked some of these pictures. I have locations, I have hairstyles, I have prompts, I have quotes, I've got some things to do with like business, travel, fitness. Again, I am not aiming to look like this beautiful woman. I wish I potentially could have a body like this. I probably could if I worked hard enough, but that is not why I picked these images. They represent something else to me, and I think it's very important to understand that when you're looking at other people's boards. That's a hair one, that's another hair one, that is the most beautiful little house ever, so that can go there. All of these like little, I haven't got many business ones in amongst this lot because this represents a lot of stuff for me. Some things I don't really know why I pulled them out. I just like them, and that's enough. Some interior bits and pieces, some just like lifestyle bits and pieces. That's a bit more businessy. Where did that other one go? What did I do with it? There it is. Sketchbooky stuff. Again, more kind of like lifestyle and home. So I'm going to arrange these. Say goodbye to you guys here. So this one, as I mentioned at the beginning, was a lot more chatty. I'm hoping to make these more interesting for you, but please leave me comments either on Instagram or below this video to let me know what you want me to talk about. If you've got any questions or things that you would like to know, or products you want to see, anything like that, let me know. I would love to hear from you guys as always, but I'll close this vlog down for here for now, and then we'll open the next one with me talking you through that mood board, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.